Now, like 3Ds, like, white guys start messing with these 3 black dudes in Paris, right? And like, it was crazy. It was crazy to me because like they was threatening to like get up out of there or whatever. One pulled a shotgun or whatever, like out of a truck or car or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And he pointed it at him, and he started like saying, "Get up out of here and blow your head off," or whatever, whatnot. Around him. And then it started blinking, and they ran, like was running all over the place, like just running or whatever, whatnot. One of them had a blick, pour that out, start blinking at this dude or whatever, whatnot. Hit the dude 3 times, then get charged because it was self-defense. And I'm glad that they didn't charge the dude, although it was sent downtown, because it was defending him, himself, and his bros, the brodys, whatever, whatnot. So I can understand that. I can understand that for real. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that was some crazy stuff or whatever, whatnot. I don't know. Anyway, I thank God, hell is actually what I'm saying, just did this act for Charlie Kirk or whatever, whatnot. I don't know about that crazy stuff that he was saying about what I'm saying, the crazy stuff, some crazy stuff about it was if you have black palette or whatever, whatnot, what I'm saying, that kind of stuff right there, and what I'm saying, and see did that, put that in made that a law or something. So when people walk out of saying, college campuses, they might get suspended or expelled. I don't know. That stuff is wow. That stuff is crazy as ever, but that's sort of weird. It's weird as ever. I don't know. Anyway, so this one lady up there trying to sue this black infant health program because they wouldn't let her in. That's why she's not black. I mean, shoot, really though, they happen the women that be having troubles with the doctors and don't be taking them seriously when they're going through labor or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? For real though. And that's stuff crazy. That's crazy as ever. For real. Anyway, so I'm like, dang. I'm like, oh my goodness, shoot. She have all these other hospitals that the doctor would take her seriously. But when it comes to you know what I'm saying, that program's you know what I'm saying, she wanna get into that one, right? Really though? It's crazy as ever. I don't know. She was saying ooh, it's a black program. I'm gonna get in there. Come on, what the fuck? Oh my goodness, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, it's something else or whatever. And I don't know, these cops end up going into the store and you know what I'm saying, assaulting this man because why they thought he was the accomplice of a drug dealer. Accomplice of a drug dealer. Shoot, they made up a story saying we heard that there was drugs being sold in this system and they was looking for his partner or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And they found, they were recently trying to say it was this dude in a white shirt and green shorts, and they beat the heck out of this dude. I'm for real. There was two, like, undercover cops. They beat the heck out of this dude. They beat him in the store or whatever, whatnot. All about camera and all that. Like, oh my goodness, it was crazy. I mean, like, shoot. I mean, like, that was out of pocket. That was out of pocket for real. Because, like, dang, dude didn't even do nothing. But both of these clowns end up whooping his butt or whatever. Like, oh my goodness, like, dang. Like, yeah, but dude wasn't even charged because he didn't do nothing wrong. He didn't do nothing wrong at all. So, I'm glad that, like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, it didn't go too far because if it would have went too far, dude would have tased them. Like, went overboard with the tasing or whatever, or he probably would have got shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang. So I'm glad that, like, I stepped in, like, go that far or whatever or not, because clearly it do be going that far. Yeah. For real though. Anyway, so, yeah, that was like some crazy stuff or whatever went out. Anyway, yeah, no, I'm just like, up there, like, watching, like, this video or whatever, whatnot. And, like, this cop, like, was, like, arresting, these cops was arresting these, like, two individuals, right? For what reason? I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, they was out there, like, somebody, like, that was doing, like, drugs or something or whatever, whatnot, and stuff like that. Like, and they just figured that they go after the two people that, like, don't have nothing to do with it. For real though. And the cop one of the cops ended up hitting a woman. Like, when she was handcuffed or whatever. Like, oh my goodness. It's crazy. Some crazy stuff. For real though. Anyway. So, yeah, one of the, like, Congress members spoke her mind on, fact about the war that's, like, going on in Iran or whatever. And she spoke about, like, that orange-haired puppet or whatever when I Toronto. And she just said, like, fuck his ass. That's about it. That's what she said. That was funny. That was funny as ever. Toronto, I mean, Toronto, I'm like, yeah, because, like, it's crazy. It's crazy as hell. It's even crazier as hell because they not even, like, they not even, like, feeding, like, people in the army, like, ranked or nothing like that. Like, they giving them a little food. Little food. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna fill them up or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, gave them a little food and some water. Like, gave them some, like, shredded meat and tortilla. Like, tortilla, wraps. Like, really? Like, really though? And gave them some, like, gave them a burger and, like, some carrots with some water. Like, what the fuck? Like, oh my goodness, they need more food than that so they could, like, get more energy. For the fights they gonna have to, like, do up in Iran or whatever. Like, I just don't get it. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy as ever. I mean, like, shoot. Yeah, oh my goodness, I can't believe this food called that, like, people in the army, suckers and losers. Like, the only, like, sucker and loser that I, like, understand is that orange-haired puppy. Because his ass didn't even want to go to the army when he was younger. With his bitch ass. Real though. And yes, I did say that shit. I don't kill. Real though. It's going to be said. For real. Anyway. So. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to speak my mind. I do not care. I'm going to speak my mind. Speak my mind on this situation or whatever went on. Because, like, that was, like, that stuff crazy as ever. Real though. I mean, I'm telling you. It's, like, crazy as ever. Anyway. So, just like, these cops, like, killed this like, dude called like Cameron. Yeah, his name is Cameron or whatever whatnot. And because they think that he ran into some a traffic stop or whatever, ran somebody off the road or something like that. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it because that's crazy. When this girl actually did it, but she blamed it on him, and they took her word for it, and they went after him, and they actually killed this boy. They killed him, bro. He was an athlete at the school or whatever, and stuff like that, and they just offed him for no apparent reason. I don't know, like facts or none evidence whatsoever. It just awesome. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, hit the bell notification so you can see my next upload and my next post. And make sure I'm making no one tomorrow. And oh yeah, you can check out my previous videos if you like it. So long, farewell, goodbye.